Malcolm X, one of the most dynamic and influential black leaders of the 20th century, embarked on a journey that would forever change his worldview and legacy. This is the story of his pilgrimage to Mecca. In April 1964, Malcolm X left the United States for the Hajj, the Muslim pilgrimage to Mecca. This trip was a turning point in his life, transforming his perspectives on race and unity. Malcolm X, originally known as Malcolm Little, was born into a house of Garveyite activists. He was raised on the ideas of self-reliance, racial separation, and the establishment of self-governing black nations in Africa. Earl and Louise Little were both active members of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, founded by Marcus Garvey. Earl Little was a fervent supporter of Garvey's vision. As a preacher and organizer, he traveled extensively to spread Garvey's message. Earl held a leadership position within the local UNIA chapter. His leadership role involved organizing meetings, recruiting new members, and mobilizing the community to support Garveyite initiatives. This often put him at odds with local white authorities and white supremacists, leading to threats and violence against him and his family. His wife, Louise, contributed to the UNIA's newspaper, The Negro World. This newspaper was a critical tool for spreading Garvey's message across the United States and beyond. With this in mind, it is of little surprise that Malcolm would eventually gravitate towards the philosophies of Elijah Muhammad, becoming a staunch advocate for black nationalism, or that someone with Malcolm's intellect and charisma would quickly become a prominent figure within that group. But Malcolm was also a man of high principles. There were contradictions within the Nation of Islam that he could not ignore. Disillusioned by the nation's leadership and seeking deeper spiritual truths, he embraced Sunni Islam and took on the name El-Hajj Malik el-Shabazz. In Mecca, Malcolm X experienced a profound sense of brotherhood among Muslims of all races and nationalities. He saw people of different ethnic backgrounds interacting as equals, which was in stark contrast to the racial segregation and prejudice he had witnessed in the United States. The egalitarian nature of Islam, as practiced in Mecca, led Malcolm to reconsider the racial separatism he had previously advocated. He realized that Islam's true teachings promoted racial unity and brotherhood, which resonated deeply with his quest for justice and equality. Malcolm wrote a letter to his followers describing his experiences in Mecca. He emphasized the lack of racial prejudice among Muslims and the genuine hospitality he received from people of all colors. He noted that he had eaten from the same plate, drank from the same glass, and slept on the same bed with fellow Muslims whose skin was the whitest of white, yet the spirit of brotherhood prevailed. In his diary, Malcolm wrote, "In my 39 years on this earth, the holy city of Mecca had been the first time I had ever stood before the Creator of all and felt like a complete human being." This revelation reshaped his ideology. Malcolm X's experience in Mecca led him to believe that racism in America was not just a black and white issue, but a human rights issue. In short, he began to see the struggle for black equality as part of a global fight against oppression.